Hey guys, welcome to day number 5. This one is super fun. I'm going to go over quite a bit. So if you want to take some notes or stop and do some of the things I'm going to show you, you are definitely welcome to do that along with me as I move through each thing. So we're going to, day 5, we actually have 5 things. I'm going to teach you how to make Facebook lists, which, trust me, this will save you hours and hours of work. So just hear me out. Seriously, make sure you do this step because it's a game changer. It's a big game changer. So this is using Facebook to your advantage, and we definitely want to take advantage of Facebook because it's free, right? And that is how we're going to connect with a lot of people, including also Instagram, also people in person. But I really want to help you get the edge on learning social media a little bit more. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about adding to your network because we need to continually be growing. Number 3, Instagram. We'll go over a little bit more with that. And then conversations. And then number 5, we're going to just talk about some cool apps that you might see other coaches use. And you're like, how do they make that photo look like that? Or how do they make those videos? And I'm going to teach you that right now. So hold on to your seats. So first things first, I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see this and do this along with me, okay? So you already told your story, hopefully. Yes, of course you did. You're a rock star coach. Your head is in the game. You are doing this. So make sure that you do each action step because we're going to go back to that action step and make a little bit more progress with it. So you want to make sure that you're not skipping anything. So you told your story, you were vulnerable, you talked about why you became a coach and, how you want to change your life and help other people around you. So not hopefully, I know you did it. I know you're a rock star. So we're going to go to that post and I'm going to go to one of my most recent ones, which it's just a call to action, a CTA. And what we do is after we share that, or we put that on social media, we share it into our Team Sweat Coaches page so that we can give you guys love. I know I mentioned that before. So anyway, that's what our group is for support. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go to my Facebook just to show you guys something. So I think what I had was this one. I might have done a call to action about this. I can't remember now. Maybe it was this one. I don't know. Anyway, actually, I think this was it, because I wanted to do this in real time with you guys. So this is the call to action, and this is the story that I shared a couple days ago. So I want to let you guys know exactly this is how I run my business, and this is how you guys will also learn how to do it as well. So those people who liked and commented on your picture, go back to it. It should be your story where you just were honest and you talked about a struggle that you were nervous about. I know I talked about, when I was 18 and I was obsessed with weighing myself, and you guys know that story because I shared it with you. So I'm just going to go here and click on all the people who ended up liking it or commenting on it. So when you click on that, what you're going to do is you're going to see some people. And just so you know, if you were like, oh my gosh, I only got 5 likes, do not worry about it. I don't want you to look at this like, oh my word, she got so many likes. That doesn't matter. If you were to go back 3 years into my page, it would not look like it does today. So just trust me on this, that, you're setting up behaviors that are going to give you success later on. Like, I can say that now because I know exactly where you're at and where you started. So anyway, don't look at numbers right now. What I want you to do though is, and you can do this with the past 5 posts. So, you're using your social media kind of to, share your journey, share your story, create relationships, ask questions, just to really, put out there who you are. It's your life story, and you're going to share that on social media. And what you're going to do is go to maybe a few posts, because what we want to do is we want to get, at least 20 names from here. So I clicked on who liked it, and what's going to happen is their name is going to show up here. I could either hover over the name or hover over friends. And what'll happen is I want you to scroll down where it says add to another list. So I'm going to click on that. And then as I go through, I actually have set up lists for every single month, whether it be future coaches I want to talk to or future challengers. Like, I think they'd be great in a challenge group. So I've already actually put Sebastian on 2 lists, and who knows, maybe he's going to watch this someday and be like, you put me on a list. Yeah, that's right. Because, there's people that I want to connect with, and I really, this is what we do. We just work smarter, not harder. So make sure that for you scroll all the way to the bottom, and I want you to write in here what month is coming up next. So say we're in the month of January, then what you're going to do is you're going to write February challengers or February coach. So if it's somebody that you're like, oh, they're really involved in fitness, or they're always running, or they're always so positive on their social media, that makes a great coach. Put them on a coach January list. Or if you're like, you know what, I think this person could really benefit from joining a challenge group. You know, she struggled about her weight and she talks about that on social media. So put that person then on a challengers for January. So as you see here, I have a whole bunch of different lists here as well. So I have my team of coaches. I think I have a crazy person one, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, funny. So you're gonna make your list for whatever month we're in. You're gonna make it for next month. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. So again, if you're in the month of January, this is for February lists. Again, two options. You have coach prospect or you have challenger prospect. So make that list. Once you make it once, you don't have to make it again. So you would click on that, go there, say, actually, I'll go ahead and just show you. So I'll put them on the exact list. So add to a list. And like I talked about, we want to put them on, a February. Let's just say, I want to add them to coaches. So I'll go down to my coach list. I put them in August, but you know what? Just to show you, it's super easy. Coach. What did I just say? February. Do I have a February? Right after I say it. Oh yeah, I have like 3 different ones. This was a big month, so I did it into 3 different ones. But anyway, that kind of gives you the idea. So you're going to go down through, again, hover over friends or hover over friends on that side. Either way, it will give you what you're looking for. Again, hover, just don't click, hover over friends and then click on add to another list. And then you're going to go down, and actually I already have her on a list as well. So honestly, if I wanted to put her on another list, I could do it there as well. So this is somebody I might have talked to, and that's why I put her on multiple lists. So that's what you're going to do, okay? So after you get done with that, pick 1 to 2 to maybe even 5 pictures, because what's happening are the people that are liking on your stuff, commenting, they're more likely to want to join one of our groups, maybe join a sneak peek about coaching. So we want to be connecting with them because honestly, those are your friends. And make sure that whoever posts or comments on a picture of yours, you're always tagging them back and maybe even sending them a message saying, hey, I saw you comment, or I saw you loved on my post. I was really nervous about sharing that, but I just want to say thanks so much for your support. It really means a lot. This is what we're going to be doing a lot of. It's called forming, and we'll get into conversations in number 3. But anyway, that's what we'll be talking about later on. So that's one way to build a list. Okay. Second way, I want you to write this down, that from now on, when it's someone's birthday, you are going to put them on a list a couple months out. So what I can also do here is go to friends, and you can see whose birthday it is, because Facebook, again, makes it super easy to see whose birthdays are recent. So I can go to birthdays, and there was 53 people whose birthday is today or tomorrow that I have in my list. So I could easily click on here, add her to a list. Again, if I'm in the month of, let's just say January, then what I'll want to do is put her on February or March list. So I already have her for December, but just to show you, that's what you're going to want to be doing. So any of your Facebook friends that, obviously they have birthdays, go ahead and send them a private message, wish them a happy birthday. That's a great way to connect with people. Not a lot of people get Facebook birthday messages. They usually get it written on their wall. So take the time to wish somebody a happy birthday and say, hey, did you do anything fun? Or do you have any fun plans? Or are you just celebrating all month long? Because that's what I recommend. And that's actually my exact script for when I'm wishing people happy birthday. And that's a great way to kind of get conversations started, because they might say like, oh, I'm going out dancing. I'm like, oh my gosh, where are you going? And, it's kind of fun. This is the fun part of social media and the fun part of connecting. So if you're already like kind of putting a guard up, don't worry about it. This is ultimately, building real friendships. And what's a lot of fun with this, you're going to start to connect with people, and they're going to be so thankful that you're not, this negative person on their wall. They're going to be seeing your posts. They're going to be seeing how, you're sharing your journey, but mainly you're just telling more of your life, and you're a positive light in maybe their very negative Facebook world. Because I do notice a lot of times people tell me like, you're the only positive person on Facebook. I'm like, what? I have so many friends who are positive, but it's because we've created this community around ourselves, and you're going to do just that. So if you feel like you're mirroring some of the negativity, I want you to stop there right now. This is how you help people. Well, there's like a bug. Sorry. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, this is how you're going to help create a community that you love and that you're going to be a part of, and you're going to change so many lives. So get out of your comfort zone. Tear down those walls of like, I just want to hide, I don't want to message anybody. No, this is the fun part, okay? And let yourself shine. Again, message people, put them on a list then when it's their birthday. Again, we want to move them about 2 months out, just because then we have time to build a relationship with them. Because I don't really want your first message to just be like, hey, this is, I want to message you, like, here's my next group, and you already messaged them once. What we want to do is make sure that we're building a relationship first. Again, organize your birthdays that way. Third way you can add to this list, you go up to this top part right here, and you just type in my friends who, here's a couple things, who like CrossFit, who like Weight Watchers, who like Zumba, who like Insanity. Just think about, people that are geared towards like fitness, and they'll probably like, Zumba, for example, or they'll like Insanity or Shanti, or, that maybe they're already interested in fitness. So those are the people that then I put on my list for possible coaches. And then the people that I'm like, who probably want help with their own nutrition and their own, their own journey, they probably like pages like Weight Watchers or Hydroxycut, or even Herbalife. Like I've had people switch from Herbalife to Beachbody and join my challenge groups because we offer so much more. We have the meal guides, we have the recipes, we're doing the nutrient dense superfood shake that is way better than what's out there. And we also offer workouts. Like we're the only company that does this. So take pride in what we offer, because, oh my gosh, you're freaking amazing. Good job on joining the right company. That's all I gotta say. So anyway, type that in. Hopefully you did that right along with me. And then hover over your friends who, again, hover over the friend's name. It should pop up. Maybe it's not working. Or you can hover over just where it says friends. Click on add to another list. And again, you are adding people 2 months out or next month. If it's somebody right here, you're going to be adding them 1 month ahead of time. I usually do 2 months ahead of time if it's somebody's birthday. And then I usually do 1 month ahead of time if it's like I'm finding them from my wall, or maybe they've liked these pages. So anyway, this list, your goal is to get 100 of these. Okay. I know that's a big action step and you might need to take the weekend to do this. That's fine, but make sure you have a list of 100 people. And maybe you're like, I only have 120 friends on Facebook. That's okay. Start with them. And then from that point, we're going to be adding to that. So I think that's number 2, is adding to your Facebook. And how do you do that? Usually Facebook will recommend friends for you. But you can also go into groups. Like say you have, I'm just giving a random idea, tattoo lovers. Here we go. Tattoos for women. Maybe there's a group. Oh, geez. And now I'm looking up pornography. All right, let's just do tattoo group. We'll just type that in, shall we? So let's see. Oh, here we go. I could have just clicked on tattoo and then groups. Here, this shows up. Look at all these groups and look at how many people are in here. Tattoo artists. Oh my word, 304,000 people. Okay, anyway, I don't even have tattoos. I don't know why I'm showing you these groups. But anyway, this is a way for you, if you have tattoos, to join some tattoo groups. Say you are a really good knitter, knitting groups, or knitting groups, like the little crochet thing. I don't know. Like there's going to be something that you're going to find with your brain. Holy crap, knitting and crochet group, 30,000 people. So yeah, you can request to join. And what you're going to do is go into these groups, and you should do 2 to 3 posts a week. Pick 3 groups, and then you do 1 post in each of those. That should be your goal. So that maybe your post is about a scarf or a knit hat, or, maybe you're asking a question, pertaining to that group. Take a picture of you pertaining to that question you're going to ask, put it into that group. Okay. Something that I've been doing for a long time, 6 or 7 years, I was doing this, and I was growing my network without really knowing it, was I actually, and some of you probably are in some of these groups, because this is what I also do is, attraction marketing. You're offering value in groups. So me, for example, I've joined, Zumba Tube, and there's other Zumba groups out there because I share choreography. So I come up with choreography. I have value. I want to share it with other people. And a lot of times then some people are sending me friend requests. So it's kind of a cool win-win situation. So same thing, like if you have something that you want to offer of value, then what can also happen is then you'll start to see people request you because they're like, oh my gosh, I saw your post and thank you for posting that. Or, if you're a part of a dog group, you're gonna, post cute, selfies with your dog and like post it in the group and ask a funny question, or people love funny memes. Try to find a funny meme. Anyway, that's how you add to your network. You post in these groups, you see who likes your post. And that's the thing too. You can always search over here on the bottom or on the side left, just type in your name after you, oh gosh, I can't, if I could spell my name. You guys, what is wrong with me? Placencia. People struggle with my name. Yeah, so do I. So anyway, so I've recently, I've been sharing choreography recently. So what I will do is I'll click on something that, I shared a video from, I don't know how long ago, and there was people who liked on it. So I probably ended up sending them friend requests. I don't know if they added me, or no, I can't add anybody because I'm maxed out. But anyway, I'm still adding value to these. But what'll happen is I would send them a friend request and just usually comment back on their photo and stuff. So, or on my video or whatever I shared in the group. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any issues, just let me know. But again, that's how we add to our network. And you want to be sending anywhere between 5 to 15 invites per day. So what that means is you're posting on your social media, and don't work harder. I want you to work smarter. So find your brand, throw that out on social media, take one of those photos that you're like, oh, I could join a group pertaining to a cat lovers group or a hiking group, or maybe it's NSYNC. They don't even perform. Maybe it's Justin Timberlake and you went to his concert and you have pictures at the concert and you're like, oh my gosh, I could totally join a group. Throw it in there, see if people comment, ask a question with it. Like, what was the last thing you wore, or what would you recommend I wear to Justin Timberlake's concert tonight? Like the A or B. You could do those A or B questions. Those do great. So that is how you really build your network with it. Okay, so that's adding all that conversation. Okay, so I'm going to stop the share. Hopefully you guys got some good ideas, take with it. And remember, you can learn all day, but until you take action, you're not going to see progress in your business. So get those lists started. Think about maybe making some posts and joining some groups. So again, you're using the same social media posts you just posted, to Instagram, and then copy paste it over to your Facebook, because we don't want to share it. Because that doesn't, I think I talked about that in the other video, how that's not as good with affinity. And that just means it's not seen in as many news feeds. So whatever you share onto Facebook, make sure you're sharing it, you're directly uploading it right into the Facebook app or on your computer. So anyway, where was I going with that? Instagram, number 3. Let's talk about that. So I want to show you real quick, Instagram stories. Yes, I definitely recommend it. You just have to play around with it. I wanted to show you guys something that, actually I know this girl's a coach, but anyway, let me just go to Instagram, for example. So you're going to see here, I want you to see, let's go. Oh, she's so cute. Actually, it's funny. I follow, oh wait, this girl, for example. I think I already follow her. But anyway, one girl that I'm like, want to talk to about coaching, I can click here, and the third one down, it'll say turn on post notifications. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, because what happens is when I find some people and I really like them, I'll comment on their stuff, but I'll also want to make sure I see their things. If you don't follow a lot of people, then it's okay. You'll probably, see just the same people. But when you start adding to your network on Instagram, you want to make sure that you're turning on the post notifications for like your dream coaches, like what people are out there that you're like, oh my gosh, they'd be such a good coach and it'd be so much fun just to hang out with them. Like those are the people that you want to be turning on your post notifications and commenting. Don't scroll and just like. I want you to go through and comment. Try to comment on like 5 people's posts a day. So maybe Instagram can be the bathroom break that you take, and that's what you do when you go to the bathroom, okay? This can be your, Instagram, and you're going to insta-poop. Now you're not going to forget it. Now every time, just wash your phone. But make sure that you're using Instagram and taking advantage of like, the cool filters and like you know, it's growing just as much as Facebook is now. So you know, and I know a lot of my friends aren't necessarily that are on Instagram, they're not on Facebook. So you want to be putting yourself in both places. And I don't care if you copy paste, like you can have the same post in Instagram as you do Facebook. Okay. Not a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm going to unfollow her because I saw 2 of her posts. No, people don't care. For the majority of people, you're not going to find the same people. So, and speaking of finding other people, you want to make sure that you're using hashtags that are unique to you. And you can use the little search button I just pushed right here and then search for, let's just say, don't use like fit fam, or a lot of time, or beach body. Like a lot of times if people start seeing you that you use the beach body hashtags, they're gonna be like, oh, she's a beach body coach. Now she's gonna try to sell me stuff. And honestly, if you use the hashtag beach body, coaches end up following you. So it's like, oh, well, I can't really, you know, add you to my team or vice versa, or add you to my groups because you're already a coach working with another coach. So make sure that you find hashtags that are just, you know, your favorite people that you follow, what hashtags are they using? And then go and search that. And what I like to do is I make another thing I use is Color Note, and I have a list for Instagram tags. And I think you can have up to 20 Instagram tags. So post something, and then in the comment section, then you can add your 20 hashtags, because it looks too like, whoa, that's a lot of hashtags if you have like 5 or more. So make sure that you're using, you know, maybe just a couple. And then when you reply to your picture, you can put the hashtags in the reply, and it'll still then show up that if people are using that hashtags to search you, they'll find that. Okay. So again, I have like relating food, beach life, love life, fitness, more fitness, fitness instructor, and coffee. So I have like, you know, probably 200 hashtags that I'm just like, over time, I'm like, oh, that's a fun hashtag. And then I'll like click on it, search it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's some fun girls and I want to connect with these fitness people. So that's a great way to do that. So Instagram stories, yes, use them. I know it's nerve-wracking. I know I need to get better at it. My goal is like 1 a week though. So after that, I'm going to bump it up to more. Number 4, conversations, forming. This is where we get into connecting with people. So I know I mentioned it just a little bit earlier, but forming, F-O-R-M-ing. So forming, that means we're taking it into a conversation and we're messaging people, whether it be about their family. Think about a family life. If they have a family photo, you know, comment, instead of commenting on it, take it to a message. That's forming. Oh, maybe talk about their job, their occupation. Ask them, you know, how was work going? Or, you know, oh, you know, just something like, oh, I thought you were, you know, were at your desk, you know, with your selfie. I was just curious, where do you work at? Or, you know, oh my gosh, I love, you know, what you do for work. It seems so interesting. Like, you know, do you enjoy your job, or did you just get a new job, or, you know, something about work related. Maybe you know them from work, you know, send them a message. Oh, and then R is recreation. Like maybe they just got back from vacation. Maybe they went to Disney World and you're like, oh my gosh, what park did you go to? That looks so much fun. I'm thinking about taking my family there next year. What do you recommend? You know, always asking a question when you take it to a message. So FORM, M is messaging them. So our goal is to message 5 to 15 people per day. And we're going to get actually into our power hour is it in 2 days or tomorrow? So then you're going to really kind of take everything you've learned and put it into a structured power hour. Because I know I'm giving you a lot of information and it can be so overwhelming, but don't worry. You're going to learn like one app at a time. You're going to learn how to, you know, use Facebook more efficiently once you have that list done, and connecting with people is going to be way, way easier. Trust me on this. So I did want to go back before I move on to 5. I know I said make those Facebook lists, and why make those Facebook lists? I should tell you why. Okay, I'm going to share my screen one more time. So say you're done with your Facebook list. Now what I want you to do is say our next virtual fit club event invite is up. Natural Fit Club, there it is. Oops, I can't even talk. Usually that's what we call our groups, our fit clubs groups. So I usually make these ahead of time, and you guys are more than welcome to then also invite to these. Because what we want to do is, this is mainly our invite or invitation to our fit club. So what I'm going to recommend is that you click on the share button here, and you're going to invite your friends. And guess what? When you make a Facebook list, oh, I'm out of invites. Oh my word. Now I can't even show you guys. Let me see if there's one for online coaching. If you go over 200 people that you're inviting, Facebook gets upset. Okay, wait, here's my online coaching event. I don't know if I can invite friends. Let me see. Oh, please, Facebook. No. Okay, well, anyway. So be careful if you invite over 200. Facebook will stop you from inviting people. So anyway, what would happen is, would be select friends, and on the left-hand side, so I hope you're doing this along with me, but it's actually working for you. But after you click on share on the left-hand side, it would show, all of your lists that you made, or you would just have your one list made, like your challengers for February or whatever month you picked. And then you would just click select all, ring, and then all of your people are invited, which is awesome. And then after they're invited, you would go down and see all, and you're going to notice that some people click on going, some people click on interested. And then what's cool is a lot of us coaches team up, so you'll see other coaches' names invited by such and such a person. So I know if it doesn't have a name beside it or underneath it, like it does for Natalie invited this girl. So I know then not to invite that person, as in message them. So what I'll do instead is message Elise and just send a message down here. It'll pop up, but I usually open up Messenger so that it makes it a little bit easier. So you can always do it that way. So that's why we create these Facebook lists. That's why we create these events, so that we know to follow up with people. And when we get into our power hour tomorrow, it will change your life, and it's going to make it so much easier. You can streamline your power hour. And that's the thing about this business. When it's social media, it's so easy to get distracted. So I'm going to help you not get distracted by helping you stay organized and build a strong foundation, so that going forward, you're going to be on top of lists, you're going to be on top of messages, you're going to be adding to your network and just building your brand. Remember, Beachbody is not the brand. We never want to mention Shakeology. We never want to mention Beachbody or Beachbody products. What we're doing is we're just building this trust with our friends and our followers, and we're getting them in our free groups, and then also our virtual fit clubs. And we're building this, with people and with our friends. So just trust the process. You guys are going to be awesome at this. Last one is cool apps. I think I showed you just a couple of my notepad one, or color note as it's called, but there's also other ones called Pick, Play, Post. I recommend that one for video, Pick, Play, Post. And then I use PixArt for my photo editing. And then also there is Canva, which I gave the link, the www.canva.com. That's what I use to make the cover photos, and for group photos or cover photos or my own profile photo. But you can also make Facebook posts. You can also make PDF files. And tomorrow when we go over our power hour, I actually made the power hour using Canva. And it's free. You don't have to pay for that either. Pop, pop. So anyway, that's some cool tips, some lists, some tips, and some tricks for today. I know I talked a lot. Remember your action step. Get 100 people on your next Facebook list. And then we are going to rock the power hour tomorrow together. And you guys are gonna crush it. So just remember to keep on continuing to reach out to the people who commented on your story, and invite, get those people in our next virtual fit club, because we're going to change some lives together. And we do that by taking action. This is what this training is all about. I know it's a little intimidating and scary, but what's awesome is getting those conversations, getting those replies back from people, like that you changed their life, that without you, they wouldn't have, gotten off their high blood pressure or cholesterol medication. So seriously, you guys have the opportunity to change lives. So don't let fear stop you. There's coaches in this business who are super successful, or there's coaches that end up quitting. Just know that failure happens no matter what. And the people with the most failures are top coaches, because they're willing to learn, fail forward, learn, fail forward, learn, fail forward. Seriously, like if you can just learn one new thing each week, think of where you're going to be in 1 year. 52 new things that you've learned and that you've overcome. Okay. So let's rock this out together, and I will see you tomorrow. Make sure you get your action step done, and we will rock it out. Have a great rest of your day. Talk to you later. Bye guys.